Well, let's say it's a young physician starting out who just completed med school, completed residency, is now thrown out into the world. I remember that moment when I was being onboarded for my first job, and then you get into that room where they talk to you about the benefits packages and sign on the dotted line, and you have to pick and choose, oh, do this, do that. I don't know. It was, some plan that they had a contract with. And I had no clue what the heck I was doing. There is no question about that. So why would a young physician go to a financial advisor when they're getting ready to fill out that package?
Whether you're a young physician or a gardener, it's, the issues are very similar. You have goals, you have values, and, facing many of you have large amounts of debt from student loans, and so coming up with a plan representing you, that's where you have to start. Even if it means writing down your goals, even if it means setting aside a small amount of what you make on a regular basis. It all will work out if you plan. But if you fail to plan, then you end up getting the results you get. So it's really just a matter of getting started, getting planning, and getting something in motion. You could develop plans over time. Don't expect that everything is going to get resolved or it's all going to happen immediately. I have clients that made very little their whole lives, and they set aside a little bit at a time, and they had more money when they eventually retired, more money than they ever could have imagined. I mean, it's unbelievable. But if you do start and do create a plan, you have a better chance of making something happen. It's like commitment or anything else. When you have the saying, until one is committed, there's hesitancy, the chance to draw back. But once one makes that commitment, all forms of material assistance and, these things happen. So you put yourself in a position where you can have these things happen. You also, when you make commitments to things, you also find that things happen that were unforeseen. And, you may not reach the stars, but maybe you hit the moon. So just getting started and making a commitment to yourself, to having your finance work, I think is a big step.
And a big importance, because that is just so prominent, especially with the debt load of student debt from undergrad, grad, medical school. And then many physicians are married, have children during all that process. And then you're dealing with aging parents. And there's all sorts of other things that come into play.
It took me 13 years to pay off my student loans.
Yeah,
it's what it is. But if if you have a plan to paying it off and you work it out, even if you're just making minimums at this point, it happens. It does happen over time.
Exactly. So what I'm hearing is that, be committed, have a plan, and be patient, and it will work out.
Be the patient.
Indeed. That's probably one of the biggest messages we have is like, be your first patient here. Take care of yourself.